I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
I don't like clowns.
And we're going to start off with some really good news. Sort of. The fact that YouTube now has admitted that the Joe Biden administration pressured them to censor Americans and offers terminated channels an opportunity to rejoin the platform. This is huge. As a Canadian, even I was affected by this. I got censored during COVID for saying literally I didn't say nothing controversial, and yet I still got the hammer of YouTube. So
I still am.
Europe is in serious trouble. They've been invaded by a force of illegal aliens like nobody's ever seen before. Illegal aliens are pouring into Europe. Nobody's doing anything to change it, to get them out. It's not sustainable. And because they choose to be politically correct, they're doing just absolutely nothing about it. And I have to say, I look at London, where you have a terrible mayor, terrible mayor, and it's been so changed. Now they want to go to Sharia law, but you're in a different country. You can't do that. Both the immigration and their suicidal energy ideas will be the death of Western Europe if something is not done immediately. This cannot be sustained. What makes the world so beautiful is that each country is unique. But to stay this way, every sovereign nation must have the right to control their own borders. You have the right to control your borders, as we do now, and to limit the sheer numbers of migrants entering their countries and paid for by the people of that nation that were there and that built that particular nation at the time. They put their blood, sweat, tears, money into that country, and now they're being ruined. Proud nations must be allowed to protect their communities and prevent their societies from being overwhelmed by people they have never seen before, with different customs, religions, with different everything. Where migrants have violated laws, lodged false asylum claims, or claimed refugee status for illegitimate reasons, they should, in many cases, be immediately sent home. And while we will always have a big heart for places and people that are struggling and truly compassionate, answers will be given. We have to solve the problem, and we have to solve it in their countries, not create new problems in our countries. And we are very helpful to a lot of countries that are just not able to send their people anymore. They used to send them to us in caravans of 25,000, 30,000 people each. These massive caravans of people pouring into our country, totally unchecked and unvetted. But not anymore. According to the Council of Europe, in 2024, almost 50% of inmates in German prisons were foreign nationals or migrants. In Austria, the number was 53% of the people in prisons were from places that weren't from where they are now. In Greece, the number was 54%, and in Switzerland, beautiful Switzerland, 72% of the people in prisons are from outside of Switzerland. When your prisons are filled with so-called asylum seekers who repaid kindness, and that's what they did, they repaid kindness with crime. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you, I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell. In America, we've taken bold action to swiftly shut down uncontrolled migration. Once we started detaining and deporting everyone who crossed the border, and removing illegal aliens from the United States, they simply stopped coming. They're not coming anymore. We're getting a lot of credit, but they're not coming anymore.
Yes, preach!
This guy right there, he just hit my nose in the middle of the night in Zurich City. Look at his face. And remember, it's still dangerous to be a woman in the middle of the city in Zurich.
Kannst du weggehen? Doch. Verpiss dich!
Nur weil ich das zum Beispiel anhabe, gibt es nicht das Recht, mich zu verfolgen, mich anzugehen, mich zu bedrängen.
Young women keep voting for
Them.
Was ist in unserer Welt passiert? Was ist los? Es gab eine Zeit, da konntest du sogar nachts raus. Nicht mal das mache ich mehr. Das passiert mir so oft.
Can't see the forest for the trees.
Kann das nicht nachvollziehen.
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas.
But to tell you the truth, I don't feel sorry for them.
I feel sorry for
My country.
because of them.
Je suis pressée, monsieur. Oui.
Ah ouais, mais c'est juste pour faire une amitié.
Il y a plein de filles sur l'île.
T'as un 06?
Non, merci.
C'est quoi notre Insta?
Non, mais s'il vous plaît, vous pouvez me laisser?
Là, tu es en train de persuader, je sais très bien.
Bah oui.
Que, vas-y, tu m'as flashé quand je t'ai vu. J'ai pas l'habitude de faire ça.
D'accord.
Vas-y, mais
Quoi? Oui.
c'est mort.
J'allais au métro, mais le métro.
T'es allé au métro? Bah, ça fait longtemps qu'on s'est pas vu. C'était quoi, il y a 2 ans, non?
Très longtemps.
Très longtemps. Hein. Bah, bonne journée, bon après-midi. Hein.
Merci.
Salut, ça va, tu vas bien? Bah, ça va, bah, je rencontre ma boîte, ça fait longtemps qu'on s'est pas vu. Bah, elle est trop mignonne.
Is rescued by a brave knight.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Dirty bastard.
On the tube in London, and this is a sign about sexual harassment, and I just want to compare this to Singapore. In Singapore, they have signs up all over the MRT, which is the same as the tube in London, that say, if you molest, we will arrest. And it warns you that if you sexually harass people on the tube, you will get caned, arrested, possibly deported if you're a migrant worker. In the UK, it says you can distract with a question if you're being sexually harassed, so ask the time or something like that. And it does not say that you will be caned or deported or arrested or put in prison. It instead says you can help diffuse an incident like it's your fault of sexual harassment by asking the person being targeted a small question. This is insane.
I'm just gonna ask nicely.
Traitor. You are a traitor. It is a messed up world.